So the startle reflex is something we've mentioned this in the recent podcast was a big hit. We talked about the startle reflex and that. In a nutshell, if you come behind someone, you give them a fright, what do we all do? We brace really quickly. We brace all through the abdominal to protect the vital organs. That's why it's in us. It's always going to be there, and it's a very vital tool. But when it's chronic and we can't seem to get rid of that feared emotion, well, then it's going to cause us serious problems. We have a look at the intrinsic system here, okay, which is this one. Right, all the muscle system that we can't physically see. So we're so obsessed with working on all the physical structure that we've talked in other videos about trying to get in on the periosteum of areas, whether it's the pelvis, if it's coming through so deep here that we can actually get right in as far as these areas. Anyone who's got treatments will know we clear, right through the ischium, all along here, and so on. It's that feared response, guys, basically. If you've ever had any form of traumatic experience where you were really shook after, okay, that can actually stay and still be in your system, okay? And it causes you to be a person that you start to develop this type of a posture. You can't seem to get out of that. You're constantly complaining of trap pain, neck pain, lower back pain, your tight hip flexors because you've adapted this position. It just goes on and on and on. But it's the fear response. And when we're working on these types of people, as I said, we do a treatment on the roof of the mouth. What we're trying to do is get the cranial bones moving. We're getting the sphenoid bone moving. And to see the results in person is just crazy how quick people can just disengage and for the first time ever let go of that brace. So two responses again, okay. The startle reflex is when the sternum will drop, okay, and the pubic bone comes up. So we essentially hold ourselves extremely tight. When we try and work on these people, the minute we put our hand on their body, they go into protection mode. So they're in a fight or flight system all day long and they just cannot get out of that system. And the other adaptation, which we'll talk in another video, would be that massive amount of lordosis. So we got such a fright, okay, or we're such a worrier and stressor, or we're so high in adrenaline that we hold ourselves in this position all the time. And we're completely and utterly trapped. And that's why all the MRIs are ticking the boxes for all these bulging discs and need for operations. So again, as I said, any more you want to know, we have tons of different content of this. You just need to get in touch. But it definitely is not something that can be worked online. This is a hands-on treatment in order to improve that startle reflex.